Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I disinfect and use my derma roller. Let me start by showing you the three different rollers that I have at the moment. The first one is the 192 needle roller with needle length of 0.25 millimeters. You can hardly see the needles, that's how small they are. I've had this one for about 2 years now, but I've only used it 2 to 3 times because I've just been lazy really. The second one is the 0.5 millimeter needle length. You can now see the needles. I bought this one a few days ago because I wanted to start using a derma roller again. And they say you really do need to use at least the 0.5 millimeter length to see good results. The third one is the 180 needle roller with 0.5 millimeter needle length as well, but for some reason the needles look longer than the previous one. I'm going to start by disinfecting the rollers using surgical spirit. I got this one from Boots, but you can get it from any pharmacy or drugstore. I pour it in a small container and then dip the roller heads in there for 10 minutes. I'll only be using the 0.5 millimeter rollers today. I'll be using it all over my face, but concentrating mainly on the scars I have from picking my spots. Disgusting, I know. And also enlarged pores on and around my nose. For those of you who don't know, derma roller works by prickling your skin and tricking the skin to renew skin cells and repair automatically. So let's begin. The roller comes with a little diagram and instructions on how to use it. Make sure you wash your face and hands properly before doing this. You start on a small section on your face, roll a few times in each direction, horizontally, vertically and diagonally. Each time you change direction, you have to make sure you lift the roller off your skin to avoid scratching. Once again, you're tricking your skin into repairing itself. They say the rollers are really good to get rid of blemishes, scars left by acne, stretch marks, and also that it strengthens and thickens the top layer of your skin, which causes less wrinkles and fine lines. If you have active acne on your skin, you cannot use this. You'll just end up spreading it all over your face, which is not good and not helping you at all. As you can see, I'm taking small sections and doing the same thing all over my face, bit by bit. I'm concentrating mainly on the problem areas where I know I have more scars and enlarged pores. It might look a bit scary, but when you're doing it, it doesn't actually hurt. I mean, it feels a little bit uncomfortable and you know that you're doing something to your face, but it's not painful. You get used to it quite quickly and then you start applying more pressure than you did when you started. When you get the derma roller done professionally, they numb your face with a numbing cream and use a longer needle length, something like 2 millimeters. Just remember to lift it when changing direction because you can make yourself bleed if you don't. You just end up scratching yourself violently. Other than that, the roller doesn't make you bleed. You can see my face is getting a little red, but it's not that major. Now I'm putting this roller back in its container while I use the other one. You can see the needles are not actually in contact with the container. I'm using this 180 needle roller for the sides of my nose. This is the first time I'm using this roller and to be honest, I really don't like it. The needles are just not as good and sharp as the other roller. I don't think I'll be using it again. It's very important to see the needle quality before you buy the roller. A lot of them you see online are like this one. Usually I've seen pictures of the black handle rollers with the purple head. I think they all have really blunt needles and they're really not good on the face. While we're talking about needles, the needles on these rollers are made of titanium. I know a lot of companies go on about how the surgical steel is better and all that. That is just not true. They're probably just trying to sell their product. Titanium is actually more expensive than surgical steel, and it is safer as well, because some people can be allergic to the nickel in the surgical steel. Surgical steel is cheaper, and that's why I think the companies advertise it more. This is just my theory. Okay, so I'm going over my nose with this roller because I really do like this roller much better than the other one. And I just want to be sure that I'm getting all the areas covered. I don't use the roller around my eyes. I'm a little bit scared that it'll start bleeding or something because the skin around your eyes is meant to be thinner than the rest of your face. You can see my face is getting quite red now. I think it's best if you use the dermaroller when you know you're not going to see anyone. I always use it at night when I know I'm not going out and I can just sit in my room with a red face. I forgot to mention, I don't use a cream when I do this. I do it dry on my face because I don't like the idea of all these random chemicals going into my body. Okay, so 1.5 hours later, you can see that the redness has basically disappeared. I put a moisturizer on my face after a couple of hours when I know my skin has healed a bit. Try using an organic moisturizer for this if you can. If not, just wait a little longer and use whatever you use every day. I hope you found that useful. Thank you for watching.